Showtime! We present on stage.
So, we have the infamous Rowen here. Some people might know him as Rohan, but his name is Rowen. And Rocky considers you the godfather of Flex-N-Bklyn. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's, I don't know if I can live up to that title, but I don't know. It's, I appreciate it. I'm really flattered though.
You can
Thanks,
live
Rock.
up to it. You dance very well and you're very deserving of that title. One of the first solo dancers back then that was just killing it if you ask me. So for those who do not know, please introduce yourself.
My name is Rowen. I pronounce my name as Rowen. Y'all know me as Rowen. One of the original dancers on Flex. Danced on Flex since the early 90s. You know what I'm saying? I love dancing, so I love Flex.
What is the name of the group that you were a part of?
It was first named Fearless. I called it Fearless, and then my friend, longtime friend, Dwayne, he called it Young and Fearless. He's like, yo, you should name it Young and Fearless. So I was like, you know what, that sounds good.
And that was the birth of Young and Fearless.
That was a really young.
So right now, we take a special time out to salute Young and Fearless, one of the first male dance groups to dance on Flex and to bust it and to show everybody how to do it.
Y'all, there was
all
a
about.
Jackson 5 of Flex Entertainment. Now, on behalf of Flex Entertainment, I want to give a special thank you for being a part of
So
the
how did
Flex
the group
family.
formulate? How did Young and Fearless
It
come to
started
fruition?
back in junior high, not junior high, high school at Wingate. And I don't know if BJ, no, it wasn't, BJ wasn't there, but it started at Wingate, and me and my friend Andrew Blair, we was dancing for a good minute, and he was like one of my partners, one of my dance partners, and we danced on Flex like the second time when I went to Flex. So that was like the starting of Fearless. It started with Fearless. It started with Andrew Blair. So it was me and him, and then everybody else came in.
Okay, so you said the second time. So the first time when you were at Flex, were you by yourself?
I was by myself. There was no Fearless.
So you danced by yourself. Did you have a name, or you were just there?
It was just Rohan.
Just Rohan was
I didn't,
there,
you know.
and you danced.
So somebody called me Potato. At one point.
You
Yeah, somebody named me Potato. I don't know.
don't know why?
I don't know why.
Okay.
I think he said because the way how I move, I didn't have any bones. That's why they call me Potato.
He was definitely a smooth glider back in the days. Like I used to feel like you danced on air. Like you just was so smooth with it.
Yeah.
But Potato, that's a first.
Yeah, that's it's a funny name, but it is what it is.
Okay, so your first time you were labeled, somebody labeled you as Potato.
Yeah.
That was when you had that hat, the fisherman hat with the strap underneath the chin.
It was after that performance. Somebody named me Potato. It was after that performance. But I wasn't known as Potato. Somebody called me that. But I wasn't known as Potato. I was always known as Ron.
Got it.
Yeah, so yeah.
So talk about your first experience on Flex, your first time.
Yeah, it was pretty nerve-wracking when I first danced. That was my first time dancing like in front of a whole bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? But I made sure I prepared, my little.
So you practiced. So you came here to dance. Like you came here to perform. It wasn't like a freestyle thing.
It wasn't like a freestyle.
Okay.
Because I think somebody said, look, you need to have a routine because you never know, you might go blank.
Get stuck
So
in freeze.
I was like, yeah, all right. So I came up with my single dancing routine, and that was it. It just.
So they introduced you as Rowen.
They call my name Rohan. That's what.
Oh, they said Rohan.
That's the
Next up.
American pronunciation, Rohan.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you were sitting in the audience, and they called Rohan up next.
Yeah.
You got up.
Got up and I started dancing. Showing a lot of people moves that they have never seen before. And I started doing the Bruck up. Then all of a sudden, this girl came out, started dancing with me, and that was it.
And the crowd was just going crazy.
Was going crazy.
Okay.
And I hope Rocky didn't throw away that tape.
He should still have it. I think he has lots and lots of tape that we gotta look through, but I'm sure your footage is definitely, let's hope, it's in the archives.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you went back to the second time you danced, and you danced as Young and Fearless.
Yeah, it was me, Andrew Blair. He was like a teacher too, because he definitely taught me some things too. But
Dance
it's
moves?
like, yeah, we was like teaching each other. You know, he had moves that he taught me, and I had moves that I showed him. So we was like teaching each other, and you know, we was just like the team. You know what I'm saying? And second time with the Flex, you know, we did our thing.
It was just the three of you guys?
It was just me and him.
Okay.
At first, it was just me and him.
Mm-hmm.
We was always dancing together before, you know what I'm saying, before everybody else. So it was just me and him, and I think that was the first time I seen Suspense, and I think we clashed
at that show.
Yeah.
And how did that go?
We didn't like, it was just like, it just happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it was taking a halftime or a break or something, and the music was playing, and then one of them jumped out, and I think they started to clash me or whatever. So I was like, oh really? So I jumped out, and I did this move, and everybody went crazy, and I was like, yo, well, these guys.
So it was officially to say that you won that clash, that little short clash?
It wasn't,
little dance off?
Exactly. It was incomplete. It wasn't finished.
Oh.
It was incomplete. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was going back and forth, but it wasn't like
It wasn't really a it thing. It just spur of the moment, halftime,
it
little
was like an introduction
entertainment.
to the crew.
Gotcha. Okay. So what gave you interest to participate in Flex? How did you hear about Flex-N-Bklyn?
Yeah, I heard about it through my manager that wanted to manage me a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? I heard about it. He was like, yo, I'm bringing you to the showcase, and I'll be dancing on a show called Flex-N-Bklyn on the BCAT channel. I was like, really? I was like, okay. So I just got signed up, and after that was it.
You made your solo appearance.
Yeah.
Got it. Do you remember what year you started dancing on Flex-N-Bklyn?
Man, I think it was probably like 95, 96, man. I think it was like 96, probably like 96.
You remember which location was your first performance at?
It was the Africa House.
Africa House,
Yeah.
okay. Got it. And how old were you when you started on Flex-N-Bklyn?
Let me see, I think it was probably like, I think I was like 16.
16?
Probably like 16, 17.
Okay. This might be a little tough one, but how many showcases did you participate in?
Oh man, I can't remember. Yeah.
Too many to think of?
Yeah, I can't even remember, man. It was a lot. It was a good amount. I could sum it up as probably 10, 11 maybe.
10, 11. Okay, that's fair. So I know you mentioned some of the other members earlier. So this question was, are all the members of Young and Fearless present now? So we only see you. So who are the original members of Young and Fearless?
The original members of Young and Fearless was me, Andrew Blair, it was Marlon, and it was Andrew Coward, and I think BJ was there too. BJ was there. He was one of the members because we all had danced in a showcase at one point. So
Okay.
definitely BJ was one of the members.
Okay, so I remember an Africa House performance, and it was you, and I think that was BJ, and you guys had on the stocking caps,
Yeah.
the white Marinas, the blue Farmer jeans, and the New Balance.
Yeah.
And y'all, but the name that they had you guys as was Little Rascals.
Little Rascals.
Do you remember that? Does that ring a bell?
I really don't remember.
But back then was Young and Fearless.
Yeah, it was Young and Fearless, but I can't remember why we went as Little Rascals. I don't know. It was funny.
Yes.
I really can't remember that.
But that was an infamous dance, that performance. You guys looked like one. And you just had both of y'all had this I tell you, you walked on, y'all was dancing on air.
Yeah, you know who was my inspiration for moving smooth? It was Bogle.
Bogle, I was about to say Bogle. He was a
Bogle
smooth
definitely,
dancer.
Yeah, and there was another dancer That was my inspiration. Nobody really knows about him, but you know, if you went to like some big time Jamaican parties, you would hear about him. His name is Dancer.
I remember Dancer.
So you know Dancer?
I know Dancer.
Yeah. So Dancer
was a beast.
Definitely.
He was a beast.
So,
but yes, those two are definitely their styles were a little bit different.
Their styles, I had both of their styles.
Mm-hmm.
Like Dancer, he would move smooth, but he would have like a lot of foot movement.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of those foot movements, like he definitely showed me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And Bogo had like this.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like the wave.
His
and stuff
body
like
was
that.
like boneless.
Exactly. Definitely. So those were my teachers, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Rest in peace to Bogo.
Yeah. Also, there was another dancer called Ice. Ice is he was from Black Rose crew. He was in the same crew as Bogo.
The name sounds familiar.
Yeah, he died a little bit. I think a little bit after Bogo.
Oh, okay. He made the Gully Creeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was good too. They was dance together. They was in the same crew back in the day.
They're always in Black Rose crew.
Oh, okay, that explains. I remember Ice. Okay, so how many group cameos were made by other dancers besides the original members? So did you guys have like a revolving door where one showcases one person and you don't see that person no more?
Yeah, so like we had like a few members that like
Didn't
jumped
make it?
in for a little bit. You know, so they, you know what I'm saying, like in and out just wasn't permanent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they jumped in for a showcase a few. So yeah, we did have some people who were in and out.
Okay, who were in charge of you guys' outfits when you performed? Because I remember, like I said, the white Marina with the blue jeans, and then you did do a muscle shirt.
Yeah, I was the person behind the work.
Oh, so you was the fashion person behind the group studs, huh?
Yeah, I was kind of like the director or the one with the ideas.
Creative director.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
I did my best to come up with the routines and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So were you guys working back then?
Nah, definitely we weren't working. It was like, you know, just a couple of guys just having fun.
Mm-hmm.
And we had our parents' support when it came to money.
Okay, so parents is the ones who paid for your guys' outfits? Usually?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
So you guys wasn't spoiled, right?
No, we weren't spoiled, no.
Okay.
You know, came from the bottom up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. What is your overview of Flex-N-Bklyn from the past and after you stopped dancing, which I would say is the present?
From the beginning, what I've known Flex as this showcase where a lot of females would perform.
Mm-hmm.
I never really seen dudes perform.
Yeah.
It's more like a female showcase.
Yeah.
And then I came in, and I don't know, it seemed like I inspired some other dudes to come too.
Oh, so you
would
would
dance like me. So,
mm-hmm.
so after, I guess it was after me. It was like other dudes that started to come in.
Okay, so,
so
you put a stamp there that Rowen started the male dancers.
Exactly.
On
I think it was after,
Flex-N-Bklyn.
and you know what really made it really hot? It was they made my performance a part of the intro. So that I think that drew
people to come.
Yeah.
You was a staple in the Flex opening show.
At one point, yeah.
Okay. See, that's why he called you the Godfather. I don't think a lot of people made that appearance. Every time Friday night when it came on, they saw you dancing.
Yeah.
So yeah, Godfather, definitely check that off your list. When did you retire your Flex-N-Bklyn dancing shoes?
I think
You
it was
remember?
probably like in the 2000s, early 2000s.
So around 2001,
I say 2000,
2002.
probably like 2002.
Okay. Did Young and Fearless have any like group beefs or battles or clashes while y'all was dancing? No. So y'all was cool with every other male group and stuff like that. Wasn't the competitive sport didn't come out too hard?
I don't know, like a clash. No, we never really clashed anybody.
Okay. Just that one time with you and Suspense when you
Yes,
won.
I think it was twice. Me and Suspense probably went at it.
Okay.
But it wasn't on Flex. It was like at a few parties.
Parties.
And stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
It was like a little face off. You know what I'm saying?
Between, let me guess, you and Biggie?
Yeah, me and B and I remember there was another dude that was in the crew. He was the first person in Fearless, not Fearless, Suspense that clashed. And then after that, it was a little face-off between me and Biggie. Me and Biggie, I think we went at it like twice. So.
Because Biggie thought he was like, you know.
No, Biggie would be like, yo, I won everyone.
Exactly. That's what he would
every
say.
Every one of those clashes.
Everyone. Sounds just like him. So as Young and Fearless became popular, and everybody started noticing you and seeing you guys on TV, so I know all the girls was like, oh my God, Young and Fearless. So we would like to know, get in your business a little bit. Did you guys have any romantic relations with any other like female group members or hosts or anybody?
Nah, it was always
focused.
Just chilling. Like, I don't know about BJ them, but it wasn't really like that with me. You know, nobody
never winked at you.
I mean, there was a few winks or whatever, but nobody really like tried to get my number or anything like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
See, well back then, the females didn't really go after the guys.
Yeah.
So that now it's a little different, but back then, yeah. So, okay, all right. So y'all was clean across the board. Got it. So what do you think the difference between those that represented Flex-N-Bklyn in the past, which is like our era, 90s, you know, 2000, to what's going on now in the current dance world with Flex-N, which is more so of the connecting, and they have so many different categories that I just recently heard of, gliding and bone breaking and connecting and whatever else. Like, what do you think about how Flex is being represented now versus when we were dancing?
It definitely changed. Like, the styles definitely changed, the generation changed, everything just changed. You know what I'm saying? It just like as the years go by, the older ones leave, new generations come in, and the new generations, they got their own crowd. So when they bring their own crowd, you know what I'm saying, and they get hyped, more of the same people come in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how things like in steps just change.
So
it's you know what I'm saying, it was very interesting seeing a lot of things, but yeah, definitely, I don't have anything against it.
But it's just not your
thing. Definitely, yeah, it just felt like, I just felt out of my element.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and that's the same thing with us, like, we was just like, okay, this connecting stuff, we didn't like it. Yeah. We was like, that's not dancing, that's not creativity. So we just was like, this is what, we saw that's what it was becoming, and that's why we kind of, you know, was like, nah, we're not dancing no more.
Yeah, I think the ones that started it was Hyperactive.
Yep.
When they first came in, that's when they started to inspire other people that dance like them to come in, and it was just like mayhem.
And
new
now,
Flex, the new Flex.
New Flex. Out with the old, in with the new.
Yeah.
So if you didn't have a fitted hat that was hanging on the tip of your fingers, you wasn't hot.
You ain't popped out there.
You wasn't hot. All right. What message or advice would you want to give to new Flex generation coming in?
I mean, I would just tell them, look, dance and have fun. You know what I'm saying? And when you dance, win. You know what I'm saying? This is a showcase. You know what I'm saying? It's a showcase. Come out, do your best, and win.
And the key thing you said is have fun, because we
fun,
definitely had fun.
Yeah.
That's all. We didn't. I mean, we cared about winning, but it was just so much fun.
Yeah. Don't dancers don't take things personal.
Please.
You know, some dancers, you know, they have their pride. They'll take things personal. They take it to
Ego.
the next level. Like, yeah, this is all about having fun. So try to have fun.
Definitely. So, what do you do in life now? Are you still dancing? Do you still dance a little bit? You still got a little something?
I haven't been dancing lately, but you know, I still got it in my blood.
Of course, it never dies out.
I haven't been dancing lately. What I really am trying to work on is like my directing. So I'm trying to get into the filmmaking and photography. So I'm going to be doing casting for a lot of projects.
Okay. Make sure you keep us updated so we could
Definitely.
let the platform know.
Definitely stay tuned.
Maybe you'll be teaching some classes in the future.
Maybe.
Bring back that hot 90s style that these youngins don't know about, right?
Definitely. It might be another showcase, but I'm not trying to compete with Rocky, man. I'm not trying to compete with you. Okay, nobody can beat Flex.
True.
All right.
True.
This is something different.
Okay. I'm sure he won't mind. He'll be. So when you
probably
got
get right
wind
with you.
of the 2018 Flex-N-Bklyn reunion, what went through your mind?
Like, man, old times about to come back.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it's been like what, 20 something years, I believe.
Yeah.
About 20 since you started. Like
Yeah.
21 years since you started dancing,
Yeah.
or more, like 22 since you said 95, 96. So.
So the first thing I thought was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I haven't danced in a while, so it's like, you know what? Let's do it, man.
Okay, so that will bring me to my next question. Will you be gracing the reunion stage?
Yeah, I just might. Never know.
They gotta be there to see it and know.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You never know.
So who are or were your favorite Flex-N-Bklyn dance crews? We're gonna start with the guys. Who was your top guy dancers in Flex?
The only people I could remember was, of course, you said the guys, right?
Yes.
So it was just Suspense.
Suspense?
Yeah.
Those are the only guys that you was like, they could dance?
I can't remember anybody else that danced like me in Suspense. You know what I'm saying? So it was only Suspense, that's it.
Okay. Definitely two of the top groups on my list. And what about females? What about female groups?
Dynamic Explosion, definitely. For some reason, you guys are always killing it, so I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Dynamic Explosion, you guys is winning it. I'm like, damn, you're the best group right now.
Yeah.
Nobody can test y'all.
So who are you most looking forward to seeing at the reunion?
You know, of course, my whole crew, man. You know what I'm saying?
Young and Fearless.
And, Suspense too. You know, if they want to come out. You know what I'm saying? And the old, whoever I can remember, you know what I'm saying? At the Flex showcases, man. You know what I'm saying?
So are you in contact with your group members still to this day?
Yeah, like I keep in touch with BJ.
Okay.
I got Harold's number. They're all on Facebook, so.
Okay.
You know.
All right. So Young and Fearless will be in the building?
I hope so. You know what I'm saying?
It would be
I
dope
hope
if we could
they
get a whole.
see this and come through.
It would be dope if we could get a whole interview with all of you guys.
Yeah.
So I know you did talk about cameos. Do you remember any of the people that maybe stayed more than others?
Man, it's really not a lot.
No. So just really the core people.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
really pretty much me, Andrew Blair, and BJ.
That was it. Okay. What would you like to say to the Flex-N-Bklyn founders, Rocky and Sandra?
How y'all doing, y'all? I miss y'all. How y'all doing? Yeah, man. Those guys, man, they really changed all of our lives, man. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for them,
Definitely.
you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be well known.
Yeah.
So.
And they kept kids off the street
Exactly.
into something
That's good.
positive, dancing.
That's good. Yeah, definitely.
So
Yeah.
that was a really, really big thing in Brooklyn. So this is your Flex moment. So we have to ask everyone, what was your favorite Flex memory?
Definitely you have to say first time I went to Flex. Yeah, that was a memorable time.
And why was it memorable to you?
Because number one, it was my first time, and number two, when that girl came out.
She threw your routine off, huh?
Yeah, I was like, whoa. I was like, what is this? Let's just go with it. But definitely that was one of my best moments.
Okay.
Flex in Brooklyn.
Nice. So as we wrap up our Godfather interview with the infamous Rowen, would you like to give forward any appreciation words to Flex-N-Bklyn?
Any appreciation words to Flex-N-Bklyn, man. I appreciate everything Flex-N-Bklyn has done. They've definitely changed my life. You know what I'm saying? It's embedded all the memories, everything that I went through with Flex. You know what I'm saying? It's here. So, and I can't thank you. You know what I'm saying? I can't thank them enough. So.
Okay.
Definitely, that show is very inspiring, and I would love for Flex to be worldwide. You know what I'm saying? So, like Rocky, put on YouTube, do something. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
Try your best. Get on the networks. Not gonna bang on their door, man. Flex.
He could do it. Because it was the biggest thing back in the 90s in Brooklyn and in Queens, definitely. So, all right, Rocky, you heard it here. We're ready for you to take over the world, okay? Flex-N-Bklyn take over the world, because they do have a Flex-N, that's worldwide now, but it's not really associated with Flex-N-Bklyn.
Yeah, and let me tell you, there are dudes that are still doing flex. Like even the ones that don't even know about the show, they're just flexing all over the place. Some of them perform on the trains and the subways and stuff. Like they're still doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So, Rocky, let's go, man. We got people all over the world ready to, you know what I'm saying, get inspired. So,
okay,
definitely flex.
So you heard it here first. Stay tuned to see Rowen at the reunion show.
Definitely. See y'all.
Signed by the Mad People Gang. Baby, sir. Kalanga, gal, you want compatible or you cute man a pressure them case. Eh, Kalanga, you know say you will no miserable or you not catch none of them place. Eh, Kalanga, gal, you want